My favorite sixth grade memory is when we came from behind to win our last basketball game. The whole court was filled with people cheering, and it was very, very loud.
When I arrived in sixth grade, I thought I was going to forget my local combination, and I thought I was going to fail. And I didn't want to live with that, so I became engaged, and I got better grades.
Sixth graders are the rulers of the lower school. We help with fundraisers and things like the Character Carnival. This year was the first year that we had a 2-night field trip. I love sixth grade, and this is my favorite grade in the whole entire school.
Some of my favorite memories in school were the fun times I had in PE and recess, and I was so glad that I got to have a great sixth grade year, and I'm happy to go to seventh grade.
So it was the girls' sixth grade volleyball championships, and the score was tied. We were on our third game, and it was 12-12. I went up to serve the last 3 points, and we won against the Mancos boys team.
My favorite memory from sixth grade was about my locker. I had trouble with my lock so much that I had to get a new one. Now I rarely have trouble, but I still remember when it was so hard to open it.
My favorite sixth grade memory was when we had Innovation Day. I built the catapult that broke, but then it was fixed later and it worked.
My favorite sixth grade memory was when we had Innovation Day, where I could see what people were interested in.
My favorite memory was when I walked up to my locker and I had no clue how to open it. At Holy Trinity, I can promise you this: they will always have your back.
My favorite memory was canoeing on a field trip and sleeping in cabins at Camp Cloverleaf. My spirit animal was a German Shepherd.
My favorite memory was when the sixth grade basketball A team won our second championship game by 1 point. I will never forget how I felt that day.
My favorite part of sixth grade was when we were all sitting around the campfire on the field trip making up our spirit animals. Innovation Day was also very memorable because I made a funny movie using my friends as actors.
I remember when we ran the Character Carnival without having any school for us today.
My sixth grade year was one of the best years I've ever had. I remember when I met my best friend at the beginning of the year. This year will stay in my memory for a long, long time.
My sixth grade year has been pretty amazing. I've had 7 classes, 5 teachers, 3 textbooks, 2 lockers in 1 year. My favorite moment was when Miss Pink handed back our math tests. I was so excited because 100 was written across the top.
The best day in sixth grade was when I had all-day PE with Mr. Smith and he bought us McDonald's.
My favorite sixth grade memory was winning the basketball championship by 1 point, and Mr. Smith jumped so high he probably could have jumped over our tallest player, who was 5'10".
My favorite sixth grade memory is when we went on our field trip.
2. On the field trip to Florida Springs, we had s'mores, stayed up late at night, and told stories. It was one of the most fun nights of my life.
I remember when we went out into the kickball field and it was Halloween and we were studying Egypt, so with Miss Rubin we went out and we got to wrap each other up as mummies, and my friend, we wrapped like really tightly. So when we wrapped really tightly, she was walking around like a mummy because she was wrapped so tight and she couldn't get out of it. So it was really, really funny, and so that was probably a memory I will love.
Miss Rubin let us bring toilet paper and do the mummy wrap and TP the kickball field. Another time, Miss Rubin did her impression of a race car. I also liked the field trip and canoeing.
I remember when I started playing the flute. It was quite fun, and I learned that I could also switch to the piccolo or the contralto flute. This is a very vivid memory in my mind.
My favorite sixth grade memory is when we won the volleyball championship.
We were losing in a championship game to Odyssey with down 8 points with 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and we came back and won by 2 points.
Once I heard of the IT meeting, I wanted to join because I like to join school activities and try to help out. IT is so much fun and we get to help too.
I remember going into math class and I was really scared. Miss Fink turned out to be an awesome math teacher. I also had an awesome social studies and science teacher.
I wanted to be challenged in school, and that's what I got. The teachers helped me reach points and discover things I never knew about myself, and I got to reach goals that I've always wanted to reach.
Our field trip was really fun because we got to go tubing, fossiling, and canoeing, and we even got to sleep in a tent.
The first day of 6th grade is crazy, especially with having lockers for the first time. It gets confusing, switching classes, but you'll get through it eventually. And by eventually, I mean eventually.
I will never forget helping all the little kids after lunch. I tried to read one of the books that was my favorite when I was little, and one of the preschoolers wanted me to stay so badly that she asked me to read that book just so I wouldn't leave.
My favorite 6th grade memory was game night with all my friends.
In the 6th grade, you may have a lot of work, but you'll also say goodbye to your teachers with great memories engraved into your mind.
I remember the 6th grade field trip and camping with my 2 best friends in a tent. The next morning was very chaotic and I couldn't find my gray pants. On the bus, Miss Rubin held up my gray pants and said, "Whose are these?" And a classmate said, "Those are men pants." And I was like, "Those are mine." Well, at least I found my pants.
It was fun playing trombone with the 6th grade band. I liked the advanced band the best because they played very popular songs and they played them very well.
My favorite 6th grade memory was when we beat Odyssey by 1 point in the championship basketball game.
There was a day called Innovation Day. One of my friends and I made a slingshot. Other people made things like catapults and Rube Goldberg machines. Our slingshot shot the farthest.
On the first day of school, I decided to bring hummus for a snack. That was a big mistake. I crashed into a desk and spilled it all over my shoes and pants. The hummus stain is still on my shoes to this day.
My favorite memory from 6th grade is when we were on the 6th grade field trip and the teacher said it was nights out and they were patrolling our tents and me and a friend yelled, "Good night, y'all," really loud and no one knew who it was. It was really funny.
My favorite memory this year is when I met my band teacher. He's not just my band teacher, but a friend to me. I really enjoyed having him this year.
Wow, I can't believe I'm about to go to the 7th grade. I remember when I came here and no one knew who I was or what I looked like.
My favorite 6th grade memory was the social when everybody was too shy to dance, so I started to dance and everybody chanted my name.
On the bus ride to Akira Springs on the field trip, me and my seat buddy passed a preschool called Star Child, and we made up this really weird story, and that's how Star Child was born.
I had a great year in 6th grade, and I'm happy to spend it with Holy Trinity.
My favorite 6th grade memories are when we went on our field trip and Innovation Day.
One of the hardest things in 6th grade at the beginning was opening the lockers. I had to use my backpacks for 2 weeks.
I really like the field trip and the people who run it. This was a year filled with great memories, great people, and most of all, a great school.
I am here today thinking back on the memories like the 6th grade social. That was a fun night because I got to have lots of fun with the friends I already knew and I got to meet a lot of new people.
One of my favorite memories from this year is when all the 5th and 6th grade basketball teams went to the Orlando Magic game. I remember so many moments of laughter from it.
The first week back from Christmas break was a lot of fun seeing my friends. My 6th grade year was a lot of fun.
My memories consist of inside jokes with my friends. I still remember the time my friend and I made a special handshake. I remember the social too. It was nice getting to meet new people and hang out with my friends.
When I met my homeroom teacher and all the other teachers, I knew it was going to be a fun and exciting learning year.
Some of the best memories in 6th grade started in the beginning of the year, when I walked into school and opened my locker. I thought it was hard, but now it is very easy.
In the beginning of the school year, it felt like summer was so far away. But now at the end of the year, summer is coming too fast. Teachers I will never forget, and friends that will always stick together, were a big part of my 6th grade school year.